Money, money, money. Yes, money. Money that you already have. Demand your share and share it. And better yet, grow it. After you grow it, you're entitled to do whatever you want. You can share it and share the video. I think it's got wonderful, wonderful information that's going to put money in your pocket ASAP. Listen to the video. Listen to the video from the beginning to the end. It's to your benefit. Money, money, money. Demand it and share it. Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Frank Quiñiguez, the ambassador of reading, and today's video is an exciting video. Listen, you want to watch this video from the beginning to the end. It is called Money, Money, and Money. Demand your share and grow it. Do yourself a favor. I've already done it. And it's nothing that you have to sell, nothing that you have to purchase and share. No, it's something that millions and millions and millions of people are paying for something when they don't have to. In many cases, they don't have to anymore. Let me explain. Okay, here we go. Money, 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 and money. Demand your share and grow it. There's this thing. If you own a house, you want to pay attention to it. If you're going to buy a house in the future, you want to pay attention to this video. I'm going to talk about the PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance. And what this is an insurance from the people that lend the money. You know, that when you apply, the first thing they do is they sort people out. Do they have good credit? Are they worthy for paying back? Do they have a down payment? And how long have they held a job for? So they're going to look at that. If you don't qualify under those terms, those are the basic terms, they're going to say, we're not interested in these people, but we are interested in these people. And usually people are not thinking of the PMI because many people, by the millions of people, don't know about the PMI, by the millions. You know, when they apply for the loan, we get a realtor with good intention that says, no, you can come in with 5% or 10%. You're going to be fine. We're going to put you in your house, your dream house, no problem. But what they don't tell you, and I don't know if they do it intentionally, what they don't tell you is they're going to add this thing called PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance. And it's going to cost you anywhere between $250 to $650 or more. And you don't even know that you can cancel that. So that's what I'm going to talk about. PMI, this one right here is for the people that loan the money. So this is the way it works. So once they sort the people out, they qualify, they say, yeah, we're going to lend money to this one and to that one and to that one. Make sure you charge them PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance. So what it is, it's an insurance in case you don't pay. That insurance is used to pay the people that loan the money and say, here, your money's safe, everybody's happy. Except that you're not going to be happy because they're going to go foreclose on your house. They're going to sell the property. They're going to collect the money. They're going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. Now check this out. Private mortgage insurance doesn't have to be paid if you put down 20%. Now, if you didn't put down 20%, don't you worry about it. I'm going to show you a way to get rid of it. Let me see if this one writes because I remember. Oh yeah, this one writes. I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. As soon as you hit 20% is like this. If you have a loan and it's $500,000, you divide it into five different spaces. Well, you need to have 20% to your behalf. So this area has to be yours. So if it's 500, you have to have 100,000 on your behalf. And what I mean by that, if you were to sell it, do you keep 500? If you don't keep 500, then you're not at 20%. Divide it into five, and one out of five has to belong to you, okay? So check it out. Once you hit the 20%, you can call your bank that loaned you the money, or you can call the company that loaned you the money and say, I need you, not I would like you, or please remove it. You're not begging them. You're demanding. That's why I say demand. You're going to demand, I need you to remove the PMI. And they're going to say, well, wait a minute. Why are you demanding that we remove the PMI? You're going to tell them, because 20% of the total amount belongs to me. And they're going to say, well, how do you know? And then you're going to tell them my property went up in value, plus I made some payments. And if you look at the market right now, I bought it at 400, now it's worth 500, or I bought it at 500 and now it's worth, well, we'll leave it at 500 because then the percentages are going to change. And then you tell them, I need you to remove it. Chances are they're going to say, I'm sorry, we can't do that. As soon as they say that, this is what you need to do. You need to tell them, I need to talk to your supervisor. And by the way, before you transfer me, give me your name. And if you have an ID number, I need your ID number. And then let them know this. I need you to know that I'm going to write down on the log that I talked to you with this ID number on this date and at this time. Now transfer me. Guess what? It's going to be like a light, a red alert light that says, ooh, this one might actually know what they're talking about. So once they transfer you, this is what you're going to tell the supervisor. Hey, I just spoke to so-and-so with this ID number. And before I start talking to you, I need your name, full name, and your ID number. I'm making you aware that I am writing the date and the time of when I'm speaking to you because I have a demand. And then on the demand, you say, I need you to remove the PMI. And they're not going to want to easily remove it. It's not like, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and remove it. No big deal. No, they're going to battle it. Why? Because let's go with $250. It's not just $250. It's $250 every month. So if you multiply it times 12, I think the total amount is $3,000. That's a lot of money. That's probably a payment and a half or 2 payments of what you're making. Now check this out. If you still have 10 more years, that's $30,000. 20 years, that's $60,000. That's a lot of money. Now all that money can be used, and I'm going to explain it right now, to pay down the principal, which now saves you on the interest rate, compounded interest rate, which is a big amount of money. So let's continue. So once you talk to the supervisors, let them know. And then they're probably going to want to make it a little tough on you and say you need to send it in writing. If you don't feel like writing, hire a kid. Let him write it. Give him a few bucks and then send it in. Jot down the time and the date. If you want to have it certified, it's the old way of making sure that things got done, or email it. That's another way to make sure that things got done. I guarantee you there's going to be a red alert on them that says, this guy's paying attention. And then if they don't do it, say, well, I think I'm going to go to the next step. You don't have to let them know what the next step is. Maybe it's to talk to their supervisor. Who knows what the next step is? However, they will remove it. It comes to mind, this friend of mine, her name is Maria, and I was telling her about this. She goes, really, Frank, I can do that? I go, you're over 20%. You should have done it a long time ago. She goes, oh my goodness, that means I've been losing money. I said, a lot of money. Right there, I'm sitting in her office. She grabs the phone. Sure enough, I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. That's one of the charges that you have. And she says, I need you to talk to the I need to talk to your supervisor, and before you transfer me. And she did what I told her. Oh my goodness, the supervisor came on board a lot different. She puts it on a loudspeaker, and it was kind of like, okay, let's talk about this. Wait a minute. Why do you think? And so on and so forth. We need an evaluation of the house. And she says, just look at the market around my house. And sure enough, she delayed it, I think, a month and a half to 2 months. But we were adding the total savings for her, and I think it added to $72,000. That's a lot of money. At least for me, it's a lot of money. Maybe for you, it's not a lot of money. For me, that's a huge amount of money, especially when you don't have to pay for it. So check this out. So once you save the PMI, and we're going to go to the low ball of 250, you can do whatever you want with those 250. You want to go buy a new car? Well, that's your choice. Do whatever you want. You want to take a trip? You want to give it away? You can, share it like I said, but you can also grab that money and apply it towards the principal. Now, that's another tricky thing. I know that I get a lot of comments on this one. If you apply it to the principal, make sure they apply it to the principal. You have to make sure. In my first video, because I have video 1, video 2, video 3 of how to pay off your house in 10 years or less. In my video 1, a guy says, hey, mister, I just want to let you know checks are almost obsolete. And I said, well, I do things the old way. But if you don't send the check, then walk in there. I walk into the bank every month because I know it's money in my pocket. and I made my regular payment, and then I go, and this is for the principal, and I need a receipt. And your receipt has to say principal only. If it doesn't say, what they're going to probably do is grab that money. They can't steal it, but they're going to still rob some of your money because they're going to put it at the end of the term of the loan, and it's not doing anything. It's just sitting. So when you finally get to this part, they go, okay, they have this much done. But meanwhile, what happened is that they were charging you interest on money that they shouldn't have been charging you. So when you say principal only, make sure you get a receipt that says principal only. Now that, my friend, that's a lot of money in your pocket. Now, how do you know where you're at? Amortization sheets. A lot of people are not familiar with that. What that is a schedule of your payments. And these loan people, these bankers are very smart. They start backwards. Instead of putting payment number 1, payment number 2, payment number 3, they go payment number 360, payment number 359, payment number 358, and it gets boring because it's so long. But for you, my friend, you're going to be excited. Go and request this at the bank. I would like my amortization sheets for my home loan. And then don't just put them in your desk or on top of the table or inside a drawer. No, post them. And go and review those amortization sheets with your significant other. It's exciting because instead of being here, you look at the amount that you've been applying extra towards the principal with money that you're already paying, mind you, that you no longer have to pay. You look at it and you go, oh my goodness, look, we skipped 2 payments. Once you skip them, you never have to pay for them again. They're yours to keep with all the interest that they were going to charge you. So it's a ton of money. Keep your amortization sheets always visible. Highlight them or cross them out or put a little check mark. And once you put a little check mark in your investments that you're doing, you have to do this. I like to do this with my wife every time we get something done and it's beneficial and it moved us forward or something great happened with us, we go out and celebrate. And it doesn't mean you go and spend a lot of money. It means you go out and have an ice cream or a milkshake or maybe even a dinner. And guess what? Nothing extra out of your pocket because you're already saving on the PMI. You're applying it towards the principal. You're making extra money there. And you can go out and celebrate every month. So when the new payment comes in, my wife and I would actually get excited. Oh, I wonder where we're at. Oh my God, we're almost done. It's exciting as the numbers go down. And instead of waiting for time, if you just wait for time, they're going to collect all the money that they can on the PMI. They're going to collect all the money they can possibly collect on the interest. And you just go to work and turn it in, go to work and turn it in. You want to avoid that. What you want to do is you want to accelerate it and put it in your pocket. It's going to be beneficial for you, your significant other, your family. And now, folks, check this out. I just gave you some powerful information. I gave you the opportunity to be awake and go take an action on this beautiful amount of money that you're just paying per month. Once they take it off, they don't take it off hypothetically. On your next bill, you're going to see less than. You're going to have to, it disappears. Instead, let's say your payment was $1,250 because $250 were used for the PMI. The next following month, it only says $1,000. That's exciting. And as the time goes by and you look at your amortization sheets and you see how fast you're going down the payments, it's really super exciting. I'm going to leave it at that. And you know, they say the biggest takers are those that know and don't share for somebody else to grow and enjoy themselves. So don't be a taker, share it. I think this is a wonderful video. I have other videos, paying off your house in 10 years or less, part 1, part 2, part 3. I have another one that talks about getting rid of your debt, killing the mosquitoes. You have to go out there and watch the video. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iñiguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.